But before I could even exit, the other comedian was sucking both of their simultaneously. That guy's name was Matt Rife.
Welcome to the Jordan Leer program, 79. Nemesis, Vanderlei Silva versus Chuck the Iceman Liddell. And right now, it's me versus you. I fucking told you. I fucking warned you. I warned all of you motherfuckers. I said it plain and clear on episode 67, The Matt Rife Show. I told you, leave Matt Rife alone, motherfuckers. Leave him alone. I'm Rife or die till I fucking die. Or I Rife. Either one that comes first, bitch. You try to take down Matt Rife, the single greatest stand-up comedian in the history of people that are my brother, including Justin Bieber. Hey, leave Matt Rife alone, that poor boy. Let him suck some dick for fame, okay? Some guy who you've never fucking heard of got some viral videos saying him and Matt Rife went into some Hollywood execs' room together and they said, hey, you two, we'll give you internet viral fame if you suck our viral cocks. And the guy said, nah, I'm out the door. And before he could get out the door, Matt Rife was sucking those dicks. And you know why he was sucking those dicks? Whatever the fuck your name is, Nima Yamini. It's because Matt Rife is a better comedian than you. He's a better comedian than me. I never sucked their dicks. No one asked me. I was in Hollywood for fucking almost 12 years. No one asked me to suck their dicks. Okay? Maybe a couple trans girls that I matched with on the dating apps. And then, you know, after whatever, they told me they were fucking trans. They're like, will you suck my dick? And I'm like, no, I was trying to get you to suck my dick. And then I asked them if they were a producer, and they weren't, okay? So it never happened to me. Listen, if you're a comedian, a stand-up comedian, you need to realize that you're in the Stripperville of entertainment, okay? You are a prostitute. I don't mean sex worker. I mean, you are a prostitute, and I'm one of them. I'm just not the best. I never got offered fucking BJs, you know? Pisses me off to this day. I still got it. I still got this look. I could get offered. It could happen. It could happen. I'm like the kid from fucking Angels in the Outfield, the one at the orphanage next to Joseph Gordon-Levitt, where they're like, you know, maybe the Angels will win today. Maybe we'll win the pennant. And then maybe your dad will come back and pick you up from the orphanage if they do. It could happen. I could still suck some Hollywood dick. I want in the Illuminati so bad. And I keep hearing these stories like about all these people getting offered fucking fame and all they got to do is like suck some dick or have Billie Eilish fucking autograph your face in front of the whole world with a magic marker. I will do both of those. Do I have to fucking put out a video on my Patreon? Ugh, fuck. You guys leave Matt Rife alone, okay? I've made my threats, and my exact threat of what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back on Twitter. That's right. That's right, bitch. I'm going to get back. I switched over to Threads. I'm one of the fucking early adopters. Probably not. I'm probably one of the mainstream fucking herd followers. That's what it usually is with me. Anyways, I'm on Threads because I was like, I just want one. And I feel like maybe it'll help my algorithm for Instagram. Maybe I just pick one and I don't even know. I'm getting back on Twitter just to talk shit and fucking defend my brother, Matt Rife. We are brothers by blood, by the way. I sent him a pack of my blood once, so he has it. So you know. Him and Justin Bieber. Hey, okay, is there any coincidence that our other brother, same brother, we're all brothers together, Justin Bieber, my older brother, even though he's younger than me biologically, older than me iconically. Justin Bieber is my blood brother, and his wife, my sister-in-law, Hailey Bieber, her sister in real life. So my sister outlaw got arrested last week. Leave us alone. Just because we got blonde hair doesn't mean you can go kicking our ass any fucking time, okay? And then asking us to suck your dick, and then we do it, and you telling us that we can have fame, and then you fucking release this plant out there. This, what the fuck's his name? Nima Yamini Yima never heard of ya. Yima never heard of ya. I should have had more. Leave Matt Rife alone. And bring me whatever you have to offer. Okay? Let's be honest. You're over Matt Rife. Bring me the Illuminati offering. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Well, my buddy told me Matt Rife is on TRL in 2017. I didn't know that shit was still around. Carson, call me up. Matt Rife was probably holding the sign. That's how he's. Carson, I'll suck your cock. No one asked me. I got the same last name as Norman Leer. It's spelled differently, and he didn't ask me. All that sexual harassment going on in Hollywood, and am I not good looking enough? It can't be that. I look great. I don't know. Makes sense. I always said, I was like, dude, I was out in LA doing comedy and like living at the open mics from 2011, 2012 onward till 2022 before I got out there. And I fucking never heard of him, saw him. Nah. Okay. So to me, he's AI. He was always an AI robot to fucking begin with. Okay. And I love him and adore him. And that's why I sent him my blood, because he's my blood brother. I love Matt Rife. Go fuck yourselves. You're all fucking jealous. Illuminati won't let me fucking my email. I don't know, man. I don't know. I had that when I had one of the first things that I didn't book out in LA. Before I was in the union, I think I'd done a commercial. I think I did. I'd been on TV, but it wasn't the fucking good TV, you know what I mean? If you go out for those murder recreation shows where you play someone in real life that died or whatever and you don't have any speaking lines, it's non-union, it's like $150. Anyways, I went out for a big boy show on, I know what network, I'm not going to say what it is. It's nothing I've talked about before, but it was a network thing, and I remember they brought me back, and my manager sent me. He's like, "Oh, that guy likes you. That casting director likes you." And I was like, "Cool." And I went to another audition with him, and I like bombed it. But the guy wanted to like chat with me afterwards, and I bombed that too. The guy was like, "How was your summer?" And I was like, "I never met you in my fucking life." I was like, it threw me off. I was like, "You want me to read the scene again? I'll read it. I'm ready. I'll do a better take." He's like, No. How's it going? And I'm like, dude, I fucking suck at small talk. And I realize now that if I fucking had half a brain and would have just been like, "Hey, dude, I'll suck your dick if you just give me this fucking job." I wonder what he would have said. It probably would have been too much. You know what? Those guys they probably want you to like ease into it. They don't want it all at once. I don't know. I'm trying to think how I would how would I sexually harass someone if I ever had power? Oh, fuck. But it didn't happen. He didn't offer. I just left there awkwardly. I'm not good at I'm not even good at networking enough to get sexually harassed. That's my problem in Hollywood. I was so bad. I remember going to meet my manager, or someone I wanted to be my manager. I met with them, and like, I don't know. They always ask you what you wanted out of a career, and I had a handwritten note of like all my favorite actors and superhero roles that I wanted. I was like, I want to be like Jim Carrey, but Will Smith and Tom Cruise, and I want to be like an X-Men. I want to be Iceman or Johnny Storm, Fantastic Four, and they looked at me like I had a fucking manifesto in my pocket, like I was some crazy LA person, which maybe I am. I don't know. Fuck. Anyways, no one asked me to suck their dick, but I ain't making the big bucks either. Leave Matt Rife alone. All right. I think I've said all that needs to be said. And if I haven't, then I'll just record another podcast next week with Matt Rife. I'm getting him on. Matt Rife will be on the next podcast. Welcome back to the Jordan Leer program. To the fans, thank you for liking and subscribing or disliking and blocking. Thank you for all the comments you've sent in. Thank you for all the questions you've sent in. You can DM me, send me some comments, some questions, like all my shit. You can subscribe to my Patreon for only $1. And if you don't even want to pay me the dollar, just subscribe and let me know. I'll hit you back on Venmo, so it's free. You know, you can follow my private Instagram on there where I actually post fucking cutesy things, whatever, some menial things instead of just content from the podcast. Anyways, thank you, okay? And sponsors this week is a little late because, yes, as usual, sponsored by Play It Again Sports, who won't give me any fucking money. What the fuck? Every week I continue to be sponsored by Play It Again Sports, and it ain't happening. Dude, I went out for so many fucking commercial auditions in LA and like playing a baseball player and playing a fucking football player, even a soccer player or a basketball player. And I had to go to Play It Again Sports to get some socks or some shit real on the quick because all my other shit from my childhood was, you know, in with again. And you know what? Here's a little anecdote. I remember I used to go out for a ton of sports auditions for commercials. Like name a commercial, a brand, whether Subway, Adidas, Gatorade, fucking Powerade. You know, I went out because I marked out on your talents like I can do every sport, because I realized that people that had never played sports would still mark off like, oh, you know, do this. And I for real played like a ton of fucking sports and the shit. Anyways, I put down basketball, even though I suck at basketball. But amongst actors, I don't suck so bad, okay, at anything, because some of these fucking kids can't even dribble a ball. And, like, I can dribble a ball up and down the court, okay? I'm just not that good against people that are good. I'm actually pretty bad against people that are good. Anyways, I go out for this fucking audition for fucking, I don't even know what it was. I can't remember if it was something good, like a sports shoe, or if it was something nothing. Maybe it was like fucking Foot Locker. It doesn't fucking matter. They match up for the audition, and these fucking casting directors at these places, they have no idea what they're fucking doing. They're like, okay, just go do some basketball, like do a layup. They'll like make it up there. So yeah, do a layup, and they're like, oh, but they wanted to have someone guarding you. So they match me up against some fucking kid who's like fresh out of high school, like a real baller. Like this kid is just transitioning from being a baller to being some rich kid going out for auditions in Beverly Hills because his family grew up 2 streets away. Good for fucking you. And he's like, okay, you guys go. And dude, okay, if you know what is going on here, it's acting. All right? This motherfucker squares up on me and like, slaps the shit away. Makes me look like I fucking suck. I was like, hey, bitch, what the fuck? It's just for the look of it. Like, I'll take it easy on you. You take it easy on me. That's the other thing. I fucking went first. Anyways, I went first and went easy on him because I know what the fuck is up. Anyways, we fucking walk away. I'm like, okay, obviously they're not calling me back because I fucking looked stupid. Thanks for no opportunity, you piece of shit, 17-year-old asshole. Fuck you. He was draining him too. He was good at basketball. Whoosh, whoosh. And he had the nerves to ask me, he goes, you played basketball before? And I'm like, yeah, are you a fucking Meisner-trained actor? Do you know anything about fucking stage work, motherfucker? Can you recite motherfucking Shakespeare to be or not to be? That is the question, you piece of shit. Go back to your parents' fucking den in Beverly Hills, you fucking fuck. Okay. Another time I was at a wrestling audition type deal, or they were having kids, like, I don't know. They wanted us to wrestle for the fucking shit. This was like 7 years ago. This was, I think, Subway, and I told them like they didn't have mats, and I told the people, I was like, you guys shouldn't do this, and they're like, why not? I go, because it's not no, and I don't think I did it. Yeah, I don't think I did it. I was like, there's no fucking mat. I don't fucking know. One time I had a baseball audition when got a mitt. I didn't break it in first. Fucking dropped it. They ain't fucking calling me back for that shit. Later, I had a ping pong audition and they wanted us to fucking show that we could ping pong, and they wanted us to just volley it back and forth. But the little pricks that I was playing against, these fucking 15 to fucking 17-year-old pricks that I was auditioning against, were trying to play for keeps. So I had to turn up the fucking volume. Wabam! Wabam! Like the fucking pinball whisper, fucking ping pong. Go Rafael Nadal on your fucking pits and tissits, shit's ass, fucking rich kid ass. I'm so bitter against all the kids I auditioned against when I was 25 and they were fucking 15. I fucking hate all those pricks. They're rude. I didn't like them. You can tell I'm still bitter about it. Gonna have to work that out with myself. Next segment. Welcome back to the Jordan Leer program. Time for the program. Time for my list of every goddamn thing I watched, I read, I consumed this week. Pretty much everything I watched and read. You know, the movies, TV, documentary, stand-up. Watch more stand-up this week. Books. Fucking shit over here. The jungle. I'll get into that. All right, the program. Day program. Movies. Here's every movie I watch. I'm trying to watch less movies because sometimes you blindly watch so fucking many that they just like, they sort of blend in your head and you watch too many that you've seen before and whatever. I'm just trying to cut it down because I watch a lot of movies. I love movies, but you know, I'm trying to enjoy them more. So I watched Dead Presidents, which is made by the Hughes brothers that made Menace to Society that I watched a couple weeks ago. Dude, this movie is good. Dead Presidents is so good. It's almost one of those things when you watch a movie like Menace to Society and it's badass and you watch another film by the same filmmakers, sometimes you're like just knowing that it's not going to be as good. This was just as good, if not better. Hard to watch, like heart-wrenching. I hate to keep comparing them. I don't hate to. I don't care. You compare them to Boys in the Hood because that's about uh, crime and low income, and it's about black people. It's one of the black movies. It is, and John Singleton made that, and I need to watch the rest of his movies too now because it's just in America, wherever film fans, everyone knows Boys in the Hood. It's the shit. It is so good, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just oblivious, but I have never gave these movies a shot. I've never heard of Dead Presidents. That's for sure. Menace to Society. I've heard more, and I've seen Don't Be a Menace to South Central, the Marlon Wayans prank movie based on Boys in the Hood, which is really fucking funny and good, but I don't know. Okay, Dead Presidents is so fucking hard. It's about, it's a black guy is it in the 70s or the 60s it takes place? He comes home from the Vietnam War and just dealing with that. Just literally just dealing with life. It's pretty simple. The fucking scenes are just, I don't know, it's just a slice of America that, like, I think is super common throughout, and not just black people, but damn, it's, how this guy fucking deals with it. It's heavy. He's fucking throwing it. Spoiler alert for how this ends. He goes to prison at the end, and he's like a veteran, and Martin Sheen is the judge. And Martin Sheen is like, I don't care that you're a veteran. I don't have sympathy. I was a veteran. I didn't get mixed up in fucking drugs and crime like you. And the fucking main dude, he throws his fucking chair at him. He's like, fuck this motherfucking country. All the fucking shit I done for this motherfucking country is how I gotta go to prison for life. Oh, dude, his family's crying. Whatever. It's almost like, it's a movie that it has a bunch of scenes where you're like, I don't know, it's kind of the scene it's going to be. Like where the husband and wife don't get along about money, and he's drinking too much, and she sees someone that she used to bang before while he was in Vietnam. You just like know how it's going to go, but it's directed so well and all the acting is so good that you can't help but just be fucking sucked in. And I gotta watch it. I know they did the Book of Eli with Denzel Washington and a bunch more. I need to give them a shot because those are two of the best movies I've ever seen, probably. And then I watched Cable Guy with Jim Carrey, 1997. Is it 7? Directed by Ben Stiller. You gotta, dude. If you're listening to this podcast, you gotta know. My girlfriend never saw this shit. Steven! I can't even like talk about this movie. I can only quote it. It's one of those. Okay, here's what I'll say about Cable Guy. I watch it often. I think not a year goes by that I don't fucking try and steal something from Jim Carrey. As you see in my acting, I'm trying to do that fucking weird bird work. I can't get over it. I think that's a great performance, by the way. That's me and 5 women wearing the same dress. What was I saying? Cable Guy. I like the idea of double features, of a pairing of movies, just seeing them together. And sometimes it's like, an actor or a director or just similar themes. Dude, you should watch Cable Guy side by side with The Truman Show. You know what I mean? Because it's Jim Carrey, and one of them is about watching TV and being obsessed with it, and the other one's about him being in TV and everyone being obsessed with him. Imagine, like, I like to think of, the end of Cable Guy has the court case verdict of the Ben Stiller twin brothers who killed each other, or the other guy killed him. They're going to say whether it's guilty or not, and you're following it the whole movie. They should have it be The Truman Show you're watching, okay? Give me an AI recut of that shit. That's what I'm doing from now. I'm just going to say ideas and hope that fucking AI does it. Do it. Just do that shit. All right. Then I watched, for the first time in my life ever, The Devil Wears Prada. Chick movie. Guess what? Undeniably great. Undeniably great movie. The Streep, undeniably great. I try to shit talk her Illuminati ass every time. I'm like, she's the only actress. She's the only giving the awards. It doesn't matter. She's the fucking best. Dude, her and Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway, they're calling her fat the whole time, and she's fucking skinny as a rail. And it's funny because it is just, I think that's just a good comment on the fashion industry, even though there's no ounce of her that's fucking fat in that movie at all. Not that that's even a thing, but it's like it's brilliant how she gets berated for it the whole time and for dressing like a frump. I love The Devil Wears Prada. It's a good story with Stanley Tucci. He's like, this magazine's important. And she gets fucking, dude, when she gets schooled up on the fucking lesson, when she's like, that belt looks just like that belt. Trying to keep it real, you know? Everyone's trying to keep it real. And Streep keeps it real on her ass and drops history about this fucking changed this. And whenever this sirloin was used, it's not teal, it's turquoise. I don't know. Stanley Tucci's like, you know, some gay guys have to pretend to play sports and they have to read Runway alone at night and cut out the pages and make dreams. It's a good movie. The Devil Does Wear Prada. Okay, Streep, you're the devil. You're the Illuminati. They're who I gotta fucking talk to get some fucking shit done around here. Keep sending my emails. No one answers them. Then I watched Spaceman. Adam Sandler, space movies, drama. It's drama though. It's not funny. It has moments of funny, and he's doing a half-ass accent like this, where it's kind of Russian or Czechoslovakian. He's Czechoslovakian in it. Big fucking whoop, dude. Get a Czech guy to be the Czech. If not, just have it be Adam Sandler. That would have made it. I don't know. Then he meets this giant tarantula in space from the Harry Potter movies. Fucking Aragorn shows up, and man, this movie is mostly a piece of shit, and I fucking love space movies. There's a bunch of purple shit. There's a bunch of cool fucking half-ass Stranger Things music, and it's Adam Sandler kind of doing a half-ass. I can't even fucking, I don't know what he's fucking doing. Whatever, man. I was glad it wasn't interesting because I was trying to get some shit done while I watched this movie. I was editing. I was doing some other shit. It's a great movie for that because it's pretty. And you see he's in space as Adam Sandler. You like watching him. You know, you can pretend it's kind of a good movie. There's no fucking, I don't know. It's the beginning. It's the beginning. Carrie Mulligan's using a real voice, which is so horrendous. Please just put on your fake American accent, okay? Everyone doing their fucking... See, that's my problem. I can't agree with myself. I want him to do his real voice, and I don't want her to do hers. I'm a hypocrite, okay? I'm probably making up my voice as I go along. I'm certainly losing it. And then to wrap up movies, I watched The Big Lebowski. But, I mean, that's just like my opinion, man. Because I'm always watching The Big Lebowski. And I put it on... And I started it halfway through. If you're a real Lebowski head like I am, you just watch The Big Lebowski from time to time. Sometimes you spend 2 years just falling asleep to that movie. I spent like 5 years falling asleep to that movie. And I watched it. So you can shut the fuck up, Donnie. For television, I've been watching the cartoon called X-Men Evolution. X-Men Evolution followed the X-Men animated series of the 90s. I believe it did, because there's also Wolverine in the X-Men. And I don't know. I need to look up, actually. Does that follow that? Anyways, I watch the original X-Men cartoon all the fucking time to this day still, along with the Spider-Man cartoon. And the ones that come after that just never hit with me, because the animation style just doesn't... Something about the animation style is just a little different. The voices are different. But I gave X-Men Evolution another shot. And although I'm watching it casually in the mornings or to fall asleep to, I am loving it. And I watched Love is Blind, the finale. I was taken for a turn on this one. I was. Say it's rigged, say it's acted out, whatever. usually you can predict a fucking storyline, okay? The Avengers is fake too, but still you have no idea how it's going to come out. Trust me, I really try to think hard about every fucking movie thing, and I never quite get it right. So AD and Clay, All Day Clay, they went to the altar. They expressed how scared they were about commitment. They expressed, or I should say rather Clay was. She was all in from the get-go. Always has been, always will be. He just expressed how nervous he was because his father had infidelity 7 years into his marriage to his mother. But he loved her parents. AD's mom loved him. He said everything right. He said he loved her. Said they're so attracted to each other. They got to the altar. He's like, I'm going to keep it real. We ain't known each other that long. And she was broken. And I think I need to see the reunion episode next week, but I think they're going to stay together. He wants to stay together. However, for this to be such a show with the razzle fucking dazzle, I thought they were a shoo-in. All Day Clay is like, ooh, maybe most of the day for now. Okay. I'll be most of the day until about 5 p.m. and then I can fucking clock out, hopefully. Jesus, get off my fucking back, baby. Eesh. Love is Blind is pretty cool. Hey, Love is Blind is great, but it's still not better than Bachelor in Paradise. Okay? I didn't watch this full last season. I just haven't been on that Hulu game. I don't know. All right. Documentaries I watched a couple more of those sports ones, Untold, and they're falling off on me. I watched the sports ones. Deal with the Devil, about Christy Martin. Is that her name? I'd never heard of her. She's a badass boxer that, she was on the undercard of Mike Tyson fights and knocking people out, and then her manager stabbed her a ton of times. I can't believe I've never heard of her. Also, I can't believe the documentary wasn't that captivating. It was okay, but jeez. They need to have a movie about that, though. Maybe the movie version will be better, you know? Same with Untold Caitlyn Jenner. I watched the Caitlyn Jenner documentary. Tell me you're going to win an Olympic medal, and you're going to cut your dick off, and then you're going to be this, hero part of this movement, and your fucking documentary is boring? It's not Caitlyn's fault. It's not Bruce's fault either. Fuck. Step it up, dude. You don't get to put out 8 great documentaries and lag on the last 2. I like most of those documentaries. Oh, I watched Team Foxcatcher about the millionaire guy who was sponsoring the Olympic wrestlers and having them stay at his house. They made a movie about it with Steve Carell playing this crazy guy, and Channing Tatum played Mark Schultz. You know, this is all based on real people. Kurt Angle went to this fucking place and stayed there at one point. It was like a real place because, dude, if you're a pro athlete, especially an Olympic one only, you're broke. You don't make any fucking money. Someone's got to pay for you to continue to train. Anyways, this guy did it. They made a movie about it with Mark Schultz, and in real life what happened is the guy, they were staying there, and Dave Schultz, Mark's brother, got shot by the fucking guy because the guy was crazy and was, I don't know, for some reason he just fucking lost it one day. It was getting real weird with the wrestlers. You got to see how weird it is. He wanted to get fucking wrestled a bunch, by the wrestlers and shit. Anyways, he shoots Mark Ruffalo's character, Dave Schultz. Now, what's interesting is the character that is in the film version, played by Channing Tatum, Mark Schultz, he's not in this documentary at all. At all. And apparently, he had a thing where he was hanging out and training there, and then he was gone for years before this happened. I don't know. You have to fucking know what I'm fucking talking about, I think. Team Foxcatcher, good doc, dude. Fucking weird. Sports is weird, dude. I mean, I like sports too, but it's weird. Then I watched The Last Forest. I don't know what this is fucking about. Oh, this is about one of the tribes in fucking somewhere. People fucking taking their land for gold and shit. It was sad. Then I watched Fire in Paradise, about one of the fires in 2018 in Los Angeles up in Thousand Oaks. I remember just vaguely a bunch of fires happening. I don't know. I can never remember which one. I remember vaguely this one because, like, I lived in Culver City at the time. And what am I saying? I donated clothes to people that lost fucking shit in this. And you know what? I wore off my good charm because whenever you do something like for charity, you're not supposed to talk about it. So I already fucking ruined whatever good I was trying to do, but I'm bragging about it now. I donated clothes to people from this fire because I'm such a good person, and they didn't fit me anymore, and they were out of style, and I didn't want them, and I was going to throw them away, but I gave it to these people instead. So now it's not me fucking losing my good karma. Now it's an admission of guilt. Okay? There it is. I'll never donate again. And all you Matt Rife haters can go to hell. All right. I watched some stand-up. I've been trying to watch more stand-up comedy, and I've watched some bad stand-up comedy. I didn't like the Sarah Silverman one. I didn't like Amy Schumer. I didn't like Wanda Sykes. I'm naming all women. It's not on purpose. I just didn't like them. But I watched Mike Epps, Ready to Sell Out, and it's so fucking good, man. Did I talk about this last episode? I feel like I did. You know what? I did. Anyways, Mike Epps is good. Maybe it's worth noting twice. And I followed that up with Cat Williams, Pimp Chronicles Part 1. And I had to relook up his discography for this. And every fucking one of his specials is Pimp something. There's no Pimp Chronicles 2. It's just pimping. Pimping is pimping. Cat Williams is so funny, okay? I just had a thought. I'm like, did he suck dick? He must be so funny. He couldn't have, though. Because here's the thing. Matt Rife, although he's a great comic for sucking dick, he's not funny. I never said he was funny, okay? But he's good. He's one of the best of all time. You know what I mean? So is Cat. Didn't have to suck dick to get there, though. Pimpin' is pimpin'. And then lastly, on the stand-up route, I watched Ty Rivera. And his is not a special. It's the first thing in the description on his video. It's an hour-long set of him doing stand-up, for sure, dude. And he's fucking crushes. But he said... He said, this is not a special. This is just an hour that got recorded. He's like, this is not. He's like, a bunch of specials suck. They're bullshit. There's too many specials. Whatever. Anyways, the description of this video is politically incorrect, funny guy, Latino, stand-up comedian, the way comedy is supposed to be. Funny gay Latino, not funny guy Latino. Funny gay Latino. Yeah, because Ty is gay, and I don't know what you would describe it exactly, because I know he's dabbled in the trans community. I think I could be totally wrong on this, but I think at one point he said he was trans. Yeah, or he was trans. At one point he was trans, and then he decided not to be trans, and now he talks shit about trans people. That's an overgeneralization. He doesn't just talk shit. Yeah, you know what? He does. He's funny. That's what he does. He makes fun of everything because he's a comedian. Dude, this is so good. Just look this up. Type in all those words I said about Ty Rivera. I don't know, man. This guy has a way of ranting. And when I say ranting, I just mean, I don't know, because ranting is kind of a stupid, overused word. He has a way of delivering words like music at a pace. You know, he doesn't go at a slow setup punchline bit type thing. He has a way of really pumping out words in a very musical, entertaining way and just saying some fucking fucked up shit that is really funny and just really funny. I don't know. Comedy's hard to describe, but there's a pace to his, that's for sure. There's a relentless pace that you got to catch up with, and then he'll pause even to address it. And then he's very current, like, to the crowd he's performing to. Like, he makes fun of everyone. He makes fun of rednecks. He makes fun of city people. He makes fun of gay people, straight people. But he has a way, no matter what he's doing, I think, because I used to see him in L.A., he'll call it out in the club. Like he's gonna say his material no matter what, but he will point out who is in the audience. He's like, oh, I can tell that it's gay people here. I can tell it's white people. I can tell it's black people. I don't know, man. I can't say enough. Fucking. It's nice to see good comedy from time to time because there's so much bad, and I love Matt Rife. And I guess lastly, I've been reading The Jungle, Upton Sinclair. This is the famous one, man. In Chicago, early 1900s, about them working in the meatpacking industry, the whole family from Lithuania trying to survive. Whatever. I'm going to do a whole book report on it fucking later. Oh, dude. This book just makes you mad when you read it. And it's gross. And I don't think much has changed to this day. Maybe in meat practices, but certainly not in work practices and the way people are treated and money and fucking, manipulation. Yikes, yickety yikes, what are you gonna do but put out another video and take a bow at the end of the play? Stand awkwardly. This was in Queens last year. I can't wait to go back. Very soon, very soon, very soon. I think I've said all that needs to be said. All right. All right. Nemesis. Chuck Liddell. Like he won a decision against Wanderlei Silva. Can't remember who else was on the card. I feel like they should have had a title fight of some sort. Did they have them headline that? We have to look it up. I remember because Chuck was coming off of a loss to Quentin Rampage Jackson, and then he was coming off of another loss to Keith Jardine, which they thought was a tune-up fight, and then he fights Wanderlei, and it was a good fight, but it was only 3 rounds because they didn't do 5-round main events back then. And then whether he won or not, I'm pretty sure his next fight was Rashad Evans' UFC 88 breakthrough, and he got knocked the fuck out. I wish they just would have fixed the fights and had fucking That's it. Whatever you want, baby.
You sound good.
Thank you. Hey, this only matters to me that I tell you this, but you don't have to remember any of this. It's a pinch harmonic, and I'm lightly playing at the top of this. And
I told you that.
I know, yeah. Yeah. See, it's like, here's me pressing down. And there's the same thing but that. And that Randy Rhoads thing, that Van Halen song. Not Van Halen,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Ozzy Osbourne. Hear that? I'm actually bending the guitar to make that. I'm physically moving, bending the wood, and you could break a guitar if you're so strong like I fucking am, but... BT Dubs, cool. I didn't know that.
The dark side of Hollywood is finally being exposed, thanks to one of the true kings of comedy, Cat Williams. You know, before I became wealthy in business, I actually had a somewhat successful career in stand-up comedy. I was on the way up. I was invited to a meeting with some Hollywood executives, along with some now famous comedian, and we were offered the chance for a deal at Online Stardom. But the only way to receive the contract was by sucking both of the execs off. I immediately got up and walked to the door. But before I could even exit, the other comedian was sucking both of their simultaneously. That guy's name was Rife. And that's Alpha King rule number 799. Just because someone is more famous than you, it doesn't mean they're better. They might just be gayer.